So thank you.
All right, some people with their Terunofuji towels as we get ready to watch the final match of the day here on day 2 of the Natsuba show. And there are our combatants. Terunofuji won yesterday, 1-0. Abi lost yesterday on day 1. He's 0-1. And at the rank of Maiga Shira 1. There's our little opening graphic with Terunofuji. So, a little Japanese lesson. Natsu. Natsu is the word for summer, and they do call this the Natsuba show. Now, I don't think of May as summer. There's the stats on Terunofuji, 31 years old, 192 centimeters, very tall. Perhaps one of the tallest, with the exception of Hokuseiho, and a heavy man, of course. But they want to call the Tokyo Basho by names because there's 3 of them that happen in Tokyo. The Osaka Basho is generally referred to as the Osaka Basho. Fukuoka Basho is the Kyushu Basho. And the Nagoya Basho is the Nagoya Basho. Now, I would call the July tournament the summer tournament, but because that one happens in Nagoya, they call this one the summer tournament. And for instance, September tournament that also takes place in Tokyo, they call the Aki Basho. Aki means autumn or fall. So, you'll hear that term, especially as now I'm watching the Japanese language website, Abema, for the coverage here. So a little bit of Japanese from time to time, maybe I'll sprinkle in there for you, so you can hear some things and know what they're talking about. Another thing I realized from the comments on day 1, thank you for all the comments and the thumbs ups and all that, is that there is a new sumo show on Netflix called Sanctuary. It's a drama, a fictionalized account, and some of you are coming and finding the channel because of that show. You're like, hey, let me see what this sumo is all about, and you've come onto YouTube and you've made your way to this channel. So thank you to Netflix, I guess, for steering some people towards sumo. And if you're one of those people, welcome. I hope you enjoy. For a lot of you, this might be your first tournament that you're watching. So I will try to be informative as well as enthusiastic. I'm by no means a sumo expert. I'll leave that to other people in the sumo space. That's not me, but I am an enthusiastic fan who's been watching sumo since 2005, and I've been living in Japan since 2004. There are the stats on Abi, 29 years old. And some of you wouldn't even know that I used to have a really popular sumo channel. Not that this one's not doing well, but with over 70,000 subscribers, and unfortunately, NHK lately and the Sumo Association have been striking down channels. And after, 11, 12 years of it going along just fine, they finally copyright, struck it, and it went away. So that's a shame because it had quite an archive. But that archive is available in the description box via link. Okay, here we go. Well, that was somewhat anticlimactic. Now, in the replay, what we have to see, did he slip? Or did his leg give away? Because that's the worrisome thing, that something happened and, a tendon snapped or something like that. Although he wasn't limping or grimacing in pain. So perhaps he just slipped. And that does happen. It is a clay surface, the dohyo, but it can get slippery. It's a humid day in my part of Japan, so it could be a humid day in Tokyo as well. And that could affect, the slipperiness of the dohyo surface. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like he just slipped, and then his footing went out from under him. So a solid second win for the Yokozuna. Not a win that we want to see. We want to see a win where he's really kind of tested, and you can say, oh yeah, he's back. He's 100% ready to fight to win the Yusho. The first 2 days of his matches, I wouldn't say have shown us that. But a win's a win, and he's now 2-0. Abi, unfortunately, now 0-2, and has Kiribayama tomorrow, another tough opponent. The Yokozuna has Endo. Now, there's a match where I'd love to see the head-to-head, because I would say Terunofuji and Endo probably have fought each other 15 times or more. in the top division, and it'd be interesting to see what that head-to-head stat is like. So this is the bow twirling ceremony that ends the day, and I'll let you hear the crowd.
休暇なんかね、ちょっと足の運びがっていうか、はい、ちょっと目いっぱいちょっと行こうと思って、ちょっと絡ま。
I missed it. When he stomps, they cheer. And that really is, if you ever go see live sumo, that is then the polite time to stand up and obscure people's view as you're putting on your shoes and making your way out of the venue. You really shouldn't stand up and leave before that, but people do because, you know, they can. But you really should wait for the bow twirling to finish. So there's all the winners and losers from today. I kind of already went over those guys. Let's briefly, as I have your ear here for about another minute, peek down into the Juryo division, the second tier division. And I will tell you that unfortunately for you Tochinoshin fans, he lost again today. He lost to Roga, the Juryo 4, and Enho, another popular Rikishi down in Juryo, also lost. Both men are now 0-2, Enho and Tochinoshin. Enho lost to Oshoma, the Juryo 4 man. And Ochiai got another win, so he's undefeated at Juryo 8. So I'm hoping he'll do good things. And the two debut guys who won on day one, making their debut in the top division, Toki Hayate and Fuji Seun, both lost today. So now they're both 1-1. But yeah, Juryo, keep an eye on that. And hopefully have some Juryo coverage for you this weekend when I'm obviously home all day on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, I'll try to be back tomorrow. Obviously, as I mentioned, the link will no longer be down in the description box for the contest because it closes probably a few hours after these videos will be posted. If you really want to scramble and try to get in before the deadline, go to yesterday's day, final match of the day, the Terunofuji match from yesterday. The link's in there, and if you're still in time, you might be able to join. And again, good luck to everybody that joined. I hope your team does well. And I should be back on day 3, Tuesday, with more coverage. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.